In today's video we are making chicken and spinach pie. Make sure you stick around till the end for an amazing recipe. Begin by turning your oven at 180 degrees Celsius or about 350 Fahrenheit, and after that let's move on to the ingredients for this pie recipe. We need 1 large white onion, and if you can chop it finely, that's ideal. If you can't, that's not gonna do any harm. And after that we need 3 cloves of garlic. Simply crush them at the beginning, remove the skin, and after that chop them finely too. After chopping, both these ingredients can go into the same bowl, because we're gonna cook them in the same time anyway. When it comes to chicken, you have quite a few options, but I'm recommending using skinless chicken thighs. They retain a lot of flavor, a lot better than the chicken breast, plus they are a lot cheaper. If the excess fat is bothering you, you can simply trim it, and don't go too small with the cubes because during cooking they're gonna shrink slightly. From about 800 grams of chicken thighs at the beginning, after trimming we're probably gonna end up with 800 grams, but that's definitely enough for our pie. Place a pot big enough on medium-high heat that can take all the ingredients that we prepared so far, and after that add 3 tablespoons of veg oil. To the pot now you can add the chopped chicken, and we are not really looking to getting any color on the chicken, but if you want you can definitely do so. All we want is to make sure that it's properly cooked. Now you can go ahead with the seasoning. I'm gonna add half tablespoon of salt, and after that we might need to add more. We'll adjust at the end, there's nothing to worry about, and go with about a quarter of teaspoon of black pepper. Chicken and thyme work very well together, so I'm gonna add a few sprigs of thyme. Just make sure that you get in only the leaves. After cooking the chicken for about 10 minutes, we can add the onion and the garlic, and we are to cook this until the onion becomes translucent. This should take you about 5 minutes, and after that you can add 2 tablespoons of flour, and the flour will bring everything together. That's why we need it. With the flour added, now give this another 2-3 minutes of cooking, and just make sure that you mix in constantly so the ingredients don't get stuck to the bottom of the pan. To all these ingredients I'm adding about 100 milliliters of good quality white wine, and don't worry, the alcohol will evaporate in about 2 minutes of cooking. Now mix everything together, and once the alcohol is evaporated, you can go in with about 250 milliliters of dairy cream. It happened that I only had whipping cream available, but if you can, go with double because the mixture will get slightly thicker and is even better, but both will do the job. Adjust the seasoning at this point if you feel that is needed, and go with a teaspoon of wholegrain mustard. Now let everything reduce by a quarter on medium-low heat. Just make sure that you mix in from time to time. This probably will take from 10 to 15 minutes. When it comes to spinach, I'm using about 150 grams. Although it looks a lot, don't worry, this is kind of getting evaporated into the sauce because it reduces to almost nothing. And all you have to do is just remove the stems, and if you have any big leaves, just break them in half. Right at the point when you're adding the spinach, you want to turn off the heat, because there is enough heat in there to get the spinach wilted. Now mix everything together carefully, you don't want to get spinach all over the place, and after that you want to add about 20 grams of grated parmesan. This will enhance the flavor of the sauce. Transfer everything to a tray, or a deep tray for that matter, and now you want to add some puff pastry on top. If you're not making your own puff pastry, which I'm definitely not doing it today, I'm recommending you to buy it into blocks. You need to roll it yourself, but you get a lot better value for money. But at the shop today, it happened that the ready rolled one was a lot better and a lot better value for money in the end, so ready roll will be. Don't worry about perfectly matching the size of the dish. If you have any parts that are sticking out, just fold them one on top of another. We need 1 whole egg to make some egg wash, and using a pastry brush, just make sure that you spread it all over the surface of the puff pastry. This will ensure that the pastry gets a really nice color once it comes out of the oven. And talking about the oven, in the oven it goes for about 20 to 25 minutes, or until the puff pastry gets a golden brown color. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more simple recipes like this, and check the chicken and leek pie recipe that's on the screen right now. I will see you in the next one.